Annyeong Buzz. Welcome back to your go-to channel for everything K-pop. From breaking news to the stories that make our K-hearts beat faster. Today's spotlight is shining on none other than Baekhyun. Yes, our EXO king, solo vocal legend, and now a confirmed global powerhouse. So here's the tea. Baekhyun just wrapped up the European leg of his Reverie World Tour, and honestly, he did not just perform, he enchanted. The final show went down on the 22nd at none other than OVO Arena Wembley in London. And let me tell you, the name Wembley itself carries so much weight. Legends have performed there. It's one of those venues where making the lineup already says, I've made it. And here comes Baekhyun. Soft-spoken, sweet Baekhyun, stepping onto that stage like he owns the whole city. He opened the night with Young, which, let's be real, is such a clever choice. The song has that dreamy energy that immediately sets the tone for the Reverie theme. And then it just flowed beautifully into fan favorites like Pineapple Slice, UN Village, Elevator, and of course, Amusement Park. Can we pause for a second and talk about UN Village? That song has been living rent-free in my playlist for years. The vocals, silky. The vibe, romantic. The live performance, a spiritual experience. I saw clips from fans who were at the London show, and I swear Baekhyun's vocals sound even better live than they do in studio. Like, how is that even possible? And what really gets me is how this wasn't just a one-city moment. Baekhyun went full globetrotter. He started the European leg in Berlin, then moved to Paris, Amsterdam, Milan, and wrapped in London. That's 5 major cities, 5 massive shows, and one very proud fandom traveling right along with him. But here's where it gets personal. Baekhyun isn't just performing on this tour, he's evolving. He told Italian media during his Milan stop, and I quote, "I've really grown a lot through this tour," and that he hopes his concerts feel like entering a fantasy world. And honestly, that's exactly what it feels like when you watch his performances. Like stepping into a dream, where the only rule is to feel. And let's be real, it's not easy to pull off an emotional, intimate show and command huge arenas, especially as a solo artist. There's no group to lean on, no backup vocals from members. It's just Baekhyun, his voice, his charisma, and the fans. And somehow, he fills every second of stage time like it's second nature. Now, I want to ask you guys, if you could describe Baekhyun's stage presence in just one word, what would it be? For me, it's mesmerizing. Like even in fan cams from 100 rows back, you still feel locked in. Drop your word in the comments. I'm super curious to hear how you see him. And let's not overlook this part. This isn't just a European win. Baekhyun's world tour kicked off in Seoul at the KSPO Dome last June. And yes, tickets sold out almost instantly. That already set the tone. And then city after city followed. Sao Paulo, Los Angeles, Taipei, all selling out. And let me throw in one more stat that had me shook. He's already sold out all 19,000 seats at the Macau Galaxy Arena for a concert happening at the end of August. That's next month. And it's already at full capacity. Like, what kind of ticket power is that? Alright, I'll stop here for now. But in the second half of this video, we're going to talk about where the tour goes next. What makes Baekhyun such a uniquely global artist, and why Reverie might just be the blueprint for future solo tours in K-pop. So stay right here, because the best part is coming up. Starting next month, Baekhyun is heading straight to Oceania and Asia, kicking it off at Melbourne Festival Hall in Australia on August 1st. And from there, he'll continue hitting major Asian cities, including that sold-out Macau show we talked about earlier. And here's what I find so exciting. Every region is getting a tailored version of the Reverie experience. Like, even though the set lists may be similar, Baekhyun's energy changes depending on the crowd, the culture, the vibe of the city. I watched clips from Berlin versus clips from London, totally different energy. Still magical, but he's so good at reading the room and feeding off the fans. I feel like that's a huge part of Baekhyun's global success. He doesn't just sing, he connects. Whether it's through his goofy fan interactions, those deep little ments between songs, or just the way he makes eye contact with the crowd, it's not about distance, it's about intimacy. He creates that feeling even in a stadium. And it makes sense when you think about his career so far. From EXO to Super M to his solo albums, Baekhyun's always had this range. He can go full powerhouse vocalist in one moment, then switch to a laid-back, jazzy groove the next. Not many soloists have that flexibility. That's why a concert like Reverie doesn't get boring. Every stage feels like a new chapter in some fairy tale world. Which reminds me, the word reverie itself literally means a daydream or fantasy. So when Baekhyun said he wants fans to feel like they're entering a fantasy world, he wasn't being poetic for no reason. It's the entire theme, and I love that. Because let's be honest, the world can be exhausting. Work, school, stress, life. But for a couple of hours at a Baekhyun concert, it's like time pauses. You get to dream, float, vibe, and just exist with beautiful music surrounding you. Now, I want to get your thoughts on something. Do you guys think Baekhyun's Reverie tour is setting a new standard for K-pop soloists? I feel like we're entering an era where more idols are venturing out alone, but not everyone can pull off a full international tour like this. Not just logistically, but emotionally. Holding a show on your own takes insane charisma, endurance, and vocal control. And Baekhyun? He's making it look effortless. Also, can we just give props to XOL and Baekhyun's solo stands for showing up everywhere? Seriously, this fandom is global. Whether it's fans in Paris, São Paulo, Taipei, or London, y'all always show up, light sticks in hand, singing every word like your lives depend on it. I love that so much. Now here's my fun question for you. If you could choose one city Baekhyun hasn't gone to yet on this tour, where should he add? Personally, I'd love to see him come to Jakarta again. That crowd energy is always next level. But what about you? Manila, Bangkok, Dubai? Drop your dream tour stop in the comments, and let's manifest it together. And before we wrap this up, I just want to say, Reverie is more than a concert. It's Baekhyun's love letter to fans. After everything, military service, the hiatus, the pressure of living up to expectations, he came back not just to continue his career, but to evolve it. This tour feels like a new chapter, a matured, more confident Baekhyun who's ready to take over the world, quietly, gracefully, and with killer vocals. So whether you were lucky enough to attend the shows or you've just been streaming fan cams from your bed at 2 a.m., yes, same, this is a moment worth celebrating. A reminder that K-pop soloists can go big, that dreams can become reality, that even after years in the game, Baekhyun is still surprising us. And I have a feeling, this is only the beginning. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and smash that bell so you don't miss more K-pop deep dives and concert recaps. And don't forget, we talk here. So jump into the comments, fangirl responsibly, and share your Baekhyun concert dreams, favorite songs, or the moment that made you fall for his voice in the first place. This has been Unyoung Buzz, and I'll see you in the next video. Whether it's backstage, on tour, or in the next fantasy world, Baekhyun decides to build for us.